Hey, this is Ryan.
This is Travis.
Welcome to Bacon Bits,
where we talk about whatever the heck we want.
Because we're bacon, and we don't care a bit.
So hi guys, welcome to Bacon Bits. We're here with our friend Caleb. He's our good friend. We
I'm
love
here
him.
too.
He's our bro. Right? We already know that you're here. We already know that you're here.
I felt left out.
Sorry. Ryan is here as well in the studio.
With Caleb,
along
though.
with
Caleb's the most important part.
Caleb is the one that we're introducing today because, we wanted you guys to get to know him the way that we know him.
I literally have the problem of having too many women.
And confidence.
And confidence. He's got too much of that, too. We helped him
open up a charity for that confidence, man.
We helped him earlier today to record a couple raps just because, he's actually really, really talented with the rhymes. I sound super white right now. The point is
the
that
rhymes,
Caleb's
my
dope.
dog.
Caleb's dope. We got a clip of his rap coming up next. Check it out. Hope you guys like it.
I think I'm angry. Daily, nightly dreams that they may hang me. Syrup in my system sip so much that it may maim me. Blurry vision of a future that does not contain me. Suppress these evil thoughts, I walked away, do you still blame me? Maney, earned a reputation as a youngster. Punks were trying to test and take me 6 feet under. Thunder comes before the lightning, still I wonder. Is this life on purpose? Does God count all of my blunders? All my days still numbered. I ain't tripping, but I'm thinking though. When they call my number, is it heaven or to hell I go? I don't know. I still
All right.
live a
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, Caleb, we just wanted to talk to you about you. Like, let these people get to know you better.
Just a side note, like if you didn't enjoy it, it was actually Ryan that recorded it. But you did a phenomenal job.
did a
I'm
great
his
job.
2D.
Like DM me on Instagram if you need something.
He's actually really, really good. So I listened to his rap, which inspired me to write a rap. So if you're writing a rap right now, you're welcome on behalf of Caleb.
Caleb will help you. Caleb
Yeah.
will help you a lot.
He helped me, and hopefully sometime when I'm less busy, you can hear one of my raps. But for now, we'll just grace you with the serenity that is his rap.
Well, thank you.
So, yeah. I mean, you guys just finished listening to a clip of that. If you guys go on to, let's see, Caleb Scott, is that the YouTube channel that you got?
Yeah, it's honestly Caleb Scott 670 or something. Hold on, let me bring it up right now.
007.
007.
GoldenEye
Why
agent.
don't you just call it Caleb Scott 007? Like,
I think it's just like pimp. All right, it's not that. It's actually Caleb.Scott670.
so if you guys go and check that out, we'll also have a link to that in the description of this podcast.
That makes
So that way
sense.
you
Easy.
guys can have access to it. But
Access.
go and check out the whole thing. It's got real content in it. So like if you guys aren't down to hear, how he's really feeling, and just like actually understanding like how real life is, then you know what? It's up to you. Just go and listen to it.
It's not for sensitive ears. Like I choose not to cuss in my raps because I find it takes less skill and less talent to say, the F word 7 times in a row, or, talk about
Thank you.
the N word, or like just stuff that people really don't really understand. And so I'd rather write intricate stuff that makes people think, and also, like Travis is saying, give you kind of a real perspective on how things work,
Yeah, it's super dope how, just like how you write from your own life. Like that's pretty much, you grew from this, right?
Yeah, like honestly, it's interesting to think, I have every reason to be, just another statistic of a system that like was kind of stacked against me. Like I come from a single parent home where my dad did the best he could. He was working from 3 a.m. to 6 at night every single day. And so I got myself up. I made myself my little applesauce packets and peanut butter sandwiches and stuff that I traded away for Oreos. And
Because he does business, man.
Caleb knows how to sell.
I just had to hustle for my Oreos, man. 2 applesauces got me 1 mini package of Oreos, and
Dang straight.
so.
He stacks that away.
But no, it's just like my whole life has just consisted of conundrums that I brought upon myself. Like I played band concerts in my football gear at halftime shows.
For real?
Yeah, I played
No
the saxophone,
way.
and because I didn't have enough time to change into marching band gear, I would play in my shoulder pads and cleats. And
That's so cool.
yeah, I made fun of myself, honestly.
Proof that band nerds can also be jocks, though, man.
I was bad at both,
Dream story.
But you were both.
but I was
It's
both.
inspirational
See,
thing.
that's what matters.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just like I look at some of the things I've done, some of the decisions I make, and you can hear them in my raps. Like, obviously, you know, I've like made the decision to use drugs. I made the decision to like just not be the best person I can be. But because of that, it gives me a unique perspective to kind of talk about when I meet other people going through some hard stuff or like that are suffering from things I've made it out of. So.
Yeah, just because like you've been able to overcome those things, and like, how were you able to overcome like specifically like the drugs and like
Yeah.
just your past life? What helped you the most with that?
Honestly, just keeping good people around you. Like, a lot of people think, oh, I've got this chip on my shoulder, I have to do everything myself. Like, you know, they don't allow other people into their lives at the time that people, like, need it most. And, like, a good example, so I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or Mormon. Like, if you guys have heard of those people, we ride bikes and knock on your doors and stuff. But
Totally cool people.
totally cool people.
Ryan and I are as well.
And we've all knocked on doors. But I hadn't always been that way, so I joined the church when I was 16 years old, and only after 4 years of really just letting other people work on my weaknesses for me, it just really culminated into the person I am today. I'd like to think I have all these cool strengths and abilities to get through hard stuff, but 100%, you gotta, if you're suffering, you gotta put good people around you. Like, there is no other way. And letting God and Heavenly Father, or whatever you really believe in, dictate that course, that's what's the most important part.
How important would you say it is to like not only surround yourself with good people, but let them help you?
Yeah, letting people help you is important. Like, it's a sign of humility. And when you're going through something like a drug addiction, or, you know, you're dealing with something like your parents aren't getting along, and you got to go through something, or you're not getting along with your spouse, or all of these little things, if you don't allow other people to help you, then you can't help yourself. And at that time, you have to be humble enough to say, all right, what I'm doing is not working. Somebody else has to have the answer, you know? Because if I knew everything, man, like, I wouldn't be sitting in the podcast booth like with you guys. I'd be chilling with Warren Buffett or something, you know?
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
no offense. That's just how it goes.
None taken.
Like, I don't know, you just, I feel like people often get caught up in their own head, and they're like, oh man, I can never get help from somebody else because nobody understands me. And then they start listening to like My Chemical Romance, and like
Only time they'd listen to that.
Only time they're allowed to listen to that.
like they suffer more because they don't let other people bear that load. Like, we were put on this earth in families, and we were put in friendships and relationships for that exact purpose. Like, we're not meant to walk alone in this life.
Everybody matters. Everybody that you meet matters too.
All lives matter. Can we say that?
Yes, you can say that.
Can we say humans are important?
Can we say humans, we should love them?
Is
Oh.
mayonnaise an instrument?
Right. You got anything that you want to ask?
Yeah, I was like thinking, like, what would you say to somebody who like doesn't understand, or like maybe is too prideful yet to encourage others to come into their life, like encourage others to come into their lives? What would you say to that kind of person?
I only know what I would say to myself, and I wouldn't say anything to me. The only reason, because if somebody's so like bent on being that prideful, there's not really anything you can say. Like, a lot of kids and young adults, and honestly parents these days, are so afraid of like suffering. And sometimes, like, if you're cocky and you're prideful and like you're up there on your high horse, and nobody can tell you nothing, and all of those things, you have to suffer. You just have to get through it. And what I would tell somebody who's going through a situation like me is, like, just be careful what you ask for, because cockiness is asking for suffering. Cockiness is asking for, like, being humbled, being compelled to be humble instead of, you know, choosing to be humble. So
which is a lot easier.
A whole lot easier.
But like,
So it's just live the best life that you have, right? But like if you find that you're willing to allow others to come in and you recognize that, then go ahead and do that because that would be the better way.
Yeah, there is no if other people come in. It's only a matter of time until when.
when?
Like, I've dated girls that have put me in my place because, you know, like I'm one of those people where I'm just like, I think I know everything a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. And then a girl will come along and she'll be like, well, actually, you're doing this, this, and this, and this. And all of a sudden, like, yeah, I think I'm doing the best in the world. And then some freaking
shies down,
double
he's
X
like,
chromosome know-it-all comes to put me in my place. But it's good. It's good. That's not said in a pejorative sense.
Shout out to the double X chromosomes.
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. Oh my goodness.
That was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
That was good.
This is actually a pretty good introduction of Caleb. Like, yeah, it's not like everything that he would always say, but like this is.
He says the darndest things.
He does say the darndest things, but like oftentimes something that like personally I've learned from him is just how to be real, like how important it is, and I know that like Ryan can attest to just like this is a good dude, this is a good guy. You guys should definitely check him out. Hit him up on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
CL Scott, SCOTT _95. Follow me. Like, I post really ugly pictures of my face, but
he also has really great pictures of the biceps. So like if you're into that,
and most important, great personality. Just put.
He's really, really a good cook. Like he's one of the best cooks I've ever met.
I've been working on my body because I'm tired of working on my personality.
So he's just trying to balance out.
He's just, he's just a regular guy trying to perfect his
I
imperfections.
feel like that's a movie quote from a movie I've never seen.
Probably.
We're gonna go ahead and
make
make that now.
We're gonna go ahead and head out, but we wanted you guys to meet Caleb and get to know
This
that
wonderful human.
Be real, son.
he's inspired us in a lot of things that have taught us about the world. So thanks for checking out Bacon Bits. This was Bacon Bits with Caleb.
I'm so stupid for messaging her.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna go and try and fix the problem and see what we can do.
Mission
But
impossible.
You guys have a good night.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.